I'm Dan Arnold in Charleston, South Carolina, 74 years old. I moved to Charleston 5 years ago when I retired from my working life. I've basically been retired and enjoying the fun things about retirement since then. Well, I started getting interested in piano probably about 10 years ago. My children took piano lessons when they were little, and so we bought the piano way back then. And it seems like every day I'd come home from work, I would look at the piano and something sort of drew me to that. I tried many times to get started, but with a busy surgical career, I didn't really have a lot of time to devote to it. So once retirement hit, I was able to put more emphasis on doing fun things and decided to see if I could teach myself piano. Well, I tried to teach myself piano. Being a surgeon, I felt like my manual dexterity was really pretty good, and it looked like something that would be easily accomplished. I think children being able to do it, you have as an adult the concept that it can't be all that hard. And in fact, it was terribly difficult. I tried several books or online courses and went through those and learned a little bit about music theory. And none of that actually translated into being able to play music. And so it was very difficult, especially looking at sheet music and looking at the score and trying to coordinate, my right hand and my left hand at the same time. It was an insurmountable task, I thought, at that time. I think the biggest thing was realizing that there were different techniques to actually be able to play actual songs, and the concept of using just the chords, and that made it much easier to coordinate my right hand and my left hand and actually play songs that sounded like actual music. So I think the biggest thing was starting off using the techniques that Caitlin teaches with chords first, and was really quite helpful. Well, I think the biggest thing with the piano recital was that it sort of forced me to take one song and really work diligently at trying to be able to play it, and then use the improvisational techniques to sort of make the song sound the way I wanted it to sound. It sort of forced me into really focusing on the song and being able to play it adequately. The thing that I'm most proud of is the fact that I didn't quit after my last intervention with trying to learn the piano. It would have been very easy to never try this again, but I've had this longing to be able to play and to listen to myself play. And so I think that's the big thing, is that I didn't quit and have continued on to try to learn to actually do this. Well, I think the techniques that Caitlin uses are very effective. There are probably lots of people that have been overwhelmed by the immensity of trying to learn piano. And I think the Piano Accelerator course does a great job of layering those techniques and skills that you need to acquire to play piano. So yes, I would think for an adult who's interested in playing, this is really the way to go.